One of the most important teams at the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games will be the team of up to 15,000 volunteers. They'll be from different backgrounds, different age groups, with different interests, all inspired by the same spirit and the same desire to be part of it all as a Commonwealth Games volunteer.
As someone who has participated in the Olympic Games and World Championships many times, I've seen firsthand how important volunteers are to the athletes. Their enthusiasm, smiles, determination and professionalism they apply to their task is something that has made my experiences so wonderful.
Volunteers will play such an important part in ensuring the success of the Games. On behalf of everyone involved with the Games, I'd like to thank you all personally for your contribution, commitment and determination. This would never be possible without you. To all the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games volunteers, this really is your moment.
Volunteers are just as important as any other job. If it wasn't for them, the whole event wouldn't take place.
My first volunteer role was with the World Masters Games.
I did the Rugby World Cup.
The World Track Cycling Championships.
I had a wonderful time, met some really wonderful people.
It's interesting work, something that you don't generally get to do a lot of.
Everyone has got a contribution to make. There's a job for everybody.
I remember the closing ceremony at the World Masters Games and just the acknowledgement that volunteers had put on such a fantastic event was amazing.
The knowledge that you're part of a huge team, and even though your role might be very small, if you weren't there, the whole thing wouldn't work as well.
It's a great experience. You basically wouldn't get it anywhere else.
Would thoroughly recommend volunteering for the Commonwealth Games to anyone.
People are so grateful for how you help them, and you just feel good about it. Always feel good about it.
For me, I'm a frustrated athlete anyway, so I'm probably not going to compete, but this can be my bit to say I took part in the Commonwealth Games.
To be a volunteer, you need a great big smile and a sturdy pair of shoes.
The Australian anthem is something that always gets to me. I don't know why.
The feeling of being involved in something like that is just magical, and you'll never experience that again in your life.
It gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling, I suppose.
Be a part of it. It may be your only chance to be a part of something this big.
And when that record was broken, it was just a fantastic feeling. You sort of felt part of that record, and that it was so special that you were just there at that very minute.
In March 2006, 71 nations, 4,500 elite athletes and up to 15,000 volunteers will unite for the biggest celebration of sport and culture Melbourne has ever seen. During the Games, there'll be volunteers working in roles that include customer service at information booths and driving courtesy cars. There'll be volunteers at the Media Centre, providing assistance to journalists and helping with technical support. And there'll be qualified medical volunteers alongside many other interesting and varied roles. But whatever the role, as a volunteer, this is your moment. The Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games.
United by the moment.